background for those of you who are live here on TikTok. So I have this up because we are going to go over chakras. I'm going to talk about your chakras. Of course, we're going to do some free readings for you guys, free and paid readings. We're going to talk a little bit about spirituality. And for those of you who are kind of looking to get into having some type of spiritual business, maybe you're looking to be a reader yourself, or kind of maybe you're dabbling into Reiki or anything else spiritual or metaphysical, you've come into the right place. So my name is Katie Maike. I am a psychic medium. I'm also an intuitive life coach. I have a master's in sports psychology, another in behavioral analysis. So I'm coming to you from Southwest Florida. Let me know where you guys are from. Say hi while I'm going to shuffle some of these decks. Get ready for today's event. I'll be on here for about 2 hours. So I see a few of you guys are just getting here. That's awesome. Say hello. Tell me where you guys are from. Again, I'm coming from Southwest Florida. It's a little cool here right now. I don't know what happened. It was like super sweaty the past couple of days, and now it's like freezing again. Oh, so we have some people from Kentucky, from Canada, from Scotland. Wow, you guys, I bet you guys are all colder than I am right now. I'm in Florida and I'm complaining about the weather. Land O'Lakes. Okay, so you're getting a little cool weather up there too in Florida. Hello, how are you? Oh, I got your message. Oh, from Texas, North Dakota. Hello from Vegas. Oh my gosh, you guys are freezing too? Yeah, we're all freezing. I have like this little shawl on. We went camping this weekend in Lake Wales and Lake Wales, Florida, and it was so cold. I spent a lot of time inside. Going over some decks. So what are you guys up to today? I know it's cold, but we can't let that hold us back. All right. We are on this spiritual awakening. We are on this spiritual path. And today I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about chakras. And maybe if you guys have no idea what chakras are, I got this awesome little tapestry behind me. I have a few decks today that I'm going to feature using chakra decks, using some workbooks that I personally use, and some books that I think that you guys will get a lot out of. Okay, so I saw your message on Instagram. My eyes feeling like they are burning. I don't know what that means. So I mean, if they're feeling like they're burning, like physically burning from something, I don't know if this is a chemical reaction, if it just kind of feels like they're burning on the inside after doing some type of meditation. Maybe you need to cry. Maybe that's your body is telling you like you need to release some energy. Maybe it's in the form of tears. Okay. Your heart chakra trick really helped me. You screamed alone. Awesome. Yeah, guys, if you ever, we're going to talk about chakras. We're going to talk about block chakras, and I'm going to teach you guys how to do this yourself. And some of you are going to be so good at it that you could actually create and start your own practice where you help to align people's chakras. You help to show people what areas of their chakras or their energy fields are blocked. You can even help to physically realign them with energy healers or Reiki healers. Okay, so I know I have a couple of you guys in here. Even if you don't yet know that you're a healer, you are here for a reason. Thank you. A lot of you guys saying that you like my tapestry. It's because we're going to talk about chakras. We're going to talk about how chakras can help us heal our traumas, and even just like identifying some crystals that we can use. I'm going to show you guys this healing wand that I use when I meditate and try to align my chakras. I'm even going to tell you and share with you some visuals that I get for myself and clients when there are imbalances in people's chakras, like what it looks like in my mind. Okay. Hi guys. Oh, hey Monica. Thanks for being here. Will it help with addiction issues? Yes, addiction issues. Addictions have to do with like the root chakra. So that's the chakra right at the base here. We have this, I don't even know, it's behind here, but you guys can see it right here. This, that's like right at your coccyx, your spine. And addictions, I'm going to say I know there's like a lot of research to kind of scientifically find the origin of addictions, but I do believe, because it's held in your root chakra, that there is a family ancestral kind of energy to it. And having grown up in an environment that even had like people had addictive personalities, it may not even have to be like physically seeing an alcohol addiction or physically seeing a shopping addiction, that you're still programmed. You may not have been told to do it. You may not have wanted to do it, but it's written in your early life script. It's written in what you perceive the world to be. So you cannot change those actions until you realize that you grew up being programmed to do that, or that somebody else's trauma was placed on you and it wasn't really your trauma. It really wasn't your addiction. Maybe you just kind of grew up with easily getting addicted to things and you didn't have any trauma beforehand. Or maybe you experienced some trauma and then the addiction came afterwards. This is all the root chakra. Okay, this is all the root chakra. So we're going to talk about the chakras a little bit. I have the tapestry behind me to like help guide us, but I'm going to tell you, most of your problems that you feel are keeping you from getting what you want in this life are going to happen from the yellow, which is your solar plexus, down. So like the idea of when you want to get into healing yourself and healing your energies and healing your traumas, always start with the root chakra, always start with the bottom. And it's because it all starts with family. The root chakra is initiated right either in the womb or right when we are birthed. Okay, that's when our root chakra starts to program. So, yeah, you can. Okay. Oh, you're saying like your third eye burns, like you're feeling some tingling right here. That definitely could mean that your third eye is now open, or that you are experiencing some tingling or feeling, because whenever a chakra it changes, whenever the energy changes in that chakra, you will feel some type of tingling, or maybe your stomach might drop, or a feeling will also happen. And you know, you can use decks. You can also use oracle decks if you're not one to visualize. Okay, so let's start by doing that. Let's start by getting into maybe some readings. Maybe I'll help to identify a block that you have. If you guys would like to purchase a personalized reading for yourself, I do have a TikTok special. It's $16. All you have to do is click the link in my bio, and I actually have another code for you to help to give you an extra 10% off. So if you use the code LOVE10, LOVE, and then 10 in Hey Hero, that will get you 10% off of your reading the entire month of February, and you can also use it in addition to the TikTok special. Okay? Someone writes, I've been suffering from chronic depression and anxiety, but feel like I'm an empath. So the reason that you feel like you're an empath is because you have been trained to internalize feelings of other people. It's almost like your feelings and your emotions and your needs weren't met as a child, so you learn to read the energy of other people really well in order to kind of predict their behavior and predict what they're going to maybe do or say, or, you know, anything that we can predict, especially when it's an unpredictable situation that we're in as children. And, and a lot of like the anxiety and the depression is shown later on in life because we grew up in a situation in a family that we didn't really have any control over what happened. And here we are programmed in situations that we don't want to continue. I know a lot of us might say like, I want to give my children a better experience than I had as a child. So what you do is your entire life, you're fixated on not being the parent that your parents were. And then one day you find yourself saying the same phrase that your mom said or your dad said, and you can't figure out why you're in this predicament. Why am I in a situation where I said I didn't want to be in? And it really has to do with programming. Not only did you say, I don't want to be this person my entire life and think about that person you didn't want to be. So you're basically programming yourself to be the person that you didn't want to be. Okay. And once we realize and once we can recognize that we have been programmed, that's when you can start to deprogram and redo something else or create your own destiny or your new perspective. It's all about needs. What needs haven't been met as a child, and you grew up neglecting those needs into adulthood, and now you feel some type of separation or some type of anxiety or depression because your needs still aren't met. And now we get to figure out what they were because they were swept under the rug such a long time ago. We may not even know what they are now. So these chakra exercises are really going to help you because it's going to help you at least narrow in on what's most important. What is the next block that needs to be resolved? What is keeping me from the next step in life or being successful in the next step of life? Okay, so let's start with, I have this chakra deck that I had purchased. Later on after this, you guys can check the link out in my bio. Will change after this 2 hours, after the TikTok special is over, and you can find the link that'll get you to the chakra deck if you are interested in using this to help yourself or to help others, okay? So, all right, guys, are you guys ready for some free readings? The only thing I'm going to ask of you in return is to tap on that screen, get this live some likes, say your name, and I'm going to ask that Spirit shows me whatever block is that you need to be aware of right now. Okay, we could have many blocks. A lot of us have many blocks at one time. And these cards may point to a certain chakra. They may point to a certain area of your life. And okay, so if you have a reading, if you get a reading here today and you want to continue the reading, again, I do have a TikTok special. It is through Hey Hero. And the reason I use Hey Hero is because they can verify who I am. And they have a great support team. And you also get a 10% off code. So use the code LOVE10 the whole month of February, not just today, but you can use it today. Okay, Debbie. Okay, so I'm going to ask Spirit and the angels and guides of Debbie to intuitively tell me, where is this block that Debbie needs the attention to? Rejection. Okay, so this is telling me that there are pieces and parts of you that were rejected and this is like childhood stuff. This is childhood growing up. This is, I want to be an artist. Sorry, you can't be an artist because you have to do this, or you have to, maybe you need to think about school, think about what's going to really make that career. I feel like career bound for some reason instead of for the love of it. So let me give you an example. Like, as I'm doing this energy reading on you, I feel like there's a lot of passions that take a back seat. My passions take a back seat because my passions are not what make me money. And I feel like I'm constantly reminded that my passions don't make me money. There's this idea of like you rejecting parts of you. I feel like you are rejecting parts of you because of the way people made it seem in the past. Maybe it wasn't profitable. Maybe it didn't help you get to the next step in life. Whatever other people believed your creative ideas were, I feel like you need to bring them back into your life. You need to ask yourself, who am I? And who could I have been? Even if you can't say like, who am I? I don't know who I am. Well, who do you want to be? If you could be anyone and nobody knew you and you could just show up at a party and you could be anyone that you wanted to be, what would that look like? That's really, that's really the way that I live my life. I may not be able to say, well, who am I? I don't know who I am. Let's think about my actions. Let's not do that. Let's not think about the past to describe who we are right now. Let's look to the future to say, who is that person that we want to show up at the party? Who is the person that we want everyone to see and know right then and there? Okay? So stop rejecting the pieces of you who are trying to call out and say, I want to live in this life too. Don't forget about me. I deserve happiness. You deserve happiness. Okay, Kenya, what area of your life is blocked? Okay, enlightenment. It seems like there may be this struggle in your mind, and it might have to do with religion. It might have to do with who you thought you were or your soul purpose was in a younger age. okay, what your idea of spirituality was from a young age to now, and it may have blocked who you really were as a person, okay? This idea of whatever your parents, kind of that world that was created about religion or spirituality, whatever it meant to you, were you able to express yourself fully in those ideas? And I feel like the answer is no. I feel like you still have to figure out what enlightenment means to you, what energy means to you, what a God or a godlike energy means to you, or what does oneness mean to you, okay? So there is some energy of you really expressing yourself or being able to express yourself in some type of spirituality that feels more freeing to you, okay? All right, thank you so much for being here, guys. My name is Katie Maike. I'm a psychic medium. I'm also an intuitive life coach. I have a master's in sports psychology and other in behavioral analysis. And today we were talking all about chakras. And I found this right before I came in here, and I was like, you know what? You may not need stones or crystals for, any chakra. You might just have a sticker book, and you say, okay, what am I drawn to today? Tell me what I'm drawn to. And maybe I grab this yellow sticker and I wear this sticker all day, and this is telling me that I need to give my solar plexus some love. Okay? It's pretty, chakras are just colors. So let's start by going over like the colors in the chakras. Okay, I know you can see like a little behind me. And I'm going to start with the root chakra, guys. So the root chakra sits on like your coccyx, right at the end of your spine. And this chakra goes straight up and down. So this chakra needs to be aligned. If nothing else, this chakra needs to be aligned in your body because it is the root system of who you are. Okay, this is how you feel safe in the world. This is how you feel secure in your relationships, in your home, in your environment. It has to do with your family. It has to do with your social feeling belonging to the world, your society, what society means to you. And if you don't have a good foundation, if you don't have a good root system, then, your tree is going to be a little wobbly when the wind comes, when the storm comes. So if you don't feel connected to yourself, if you don't feel connected to your family, you don't feel connected to society, if you feel depressed often, if you feel anxious often, grab some red jasper, grab some black tourmaline or obsidian, grab some tiger's eye and sit with it and meditate. Put your feet in the dirt, go out into the dirt, talk to the trees, and just kind of sit with the earth. The root chakra is the roots. It's the system. It's connected to the ground. So grounding yourself, using hematite to ground yourself. If you have a weird relationship with money, this is where it starts. It kind of seeps into the sacral chakra a little bit, but anything to do with family dynamics, if you view families or relationships or marriages, even specifically marriage in general, is a limited belief, okay, or the way in which we look for a partner is a limited belief, what we believe a household should look like, what the idea of a mother is, what the idea of a father is, like all of these ideas that have to do with family and how families treat one another and what family means. This is all stored in our root chakra. So if you had an effed up family, if you had a messed up childhood, in comparison to other people, maybe you felt like your childhood was normal, but now you look back and you say, wow, not everybody experienced what I did. This is like your root chakra, because we only know one thing. If we are given one path and one example, we believe it's normal until one day we realize it wasn't. And your root chakra is probably the biggest shakeup. It's probably the biggest awakening where you say, holy cow, like the world really isn't the way that I thought it was. Or, wow, my relationship with money is messed up because my parents always told me that we were too poor to purchase this. And then, you see your parents buying something that is really expensive and you have this cognitive dissonance of, am I just not worth it? Is there a value that I can equate myself to money? All right. So all of these foundational things that we create life and the meaning of life, that is stored in your root chakra. Okay. Right here, right down here right in the bottom. And if you believe I've been told that your root chakra is full of sludge. I've never been able to improve it. Now, how can we improve this? All right. I have a huge piece of red aventurine. You can get a big piece of red jasper. You can use any crystals that are red, or I would use like a black onyx or something like that. And just kind of even amber, and just kind of sit and meditate with that crystal down in that area. Just, kind of place it, between your legs if you're just laying back, or if you're meditating, put it like right in your lap. And, your name is Amber. Amber is awesome for absorbing negative energy, but honestly, you can use crystals, and you can use essential oils and things to really get in touch with your root chakra. But the work is really going to come when you can go back and you can find the origin of where these roots started growing. Where did you first hear this phrase? And did you hear this phrase so often that it changed your perspective? And let me just talk a little bit about money, for example. Maybe you grew up in a household where girls were not as important as boys were, and you were made to feel less important. Maybe you were made to feel like you were expensive, or that children were expensive. And your entire life you grew up trying to fight that or combat that because it made you really uncomfortable. Like your parents are literally telling you that you're expensive just by being alive. Not that you had a choice, but there's a lot of clients that I feel like have this connection and relationship. So that's why I'm saying this. Maybe someone here will connect with it deeply. I'm not sure. But, so you grew up your entire life trying to alleviate that. So what do? You just tell yourself that you're going to take care of your parents, that you're going to be successful so that you can take care of your parents and pay all their bills and not have them worry, because they worried their whole life. Now you find yourself self-sabotaging. You find yourself going to make that money, and every time that you go to do something big, you fault, or you fall back, or you spend that money on something else, and you just don't have the ability to ever get ahead. I'm going to tell you that block is coming from that relationship in your root chakra where you believed money was, or the lack of money was due to children. Okay, so maybe you're having a hard time getting pregnant and you can't figure out why. And you're like, well, I really want to focus on my career. But we also want to have a baby, and I don't know which one I should do. Well, if you have a weird relationship with children and saying that children equals stress and anxiety, you may not believe that now, but you grew up in a society or in a household that believed that. So you're going to have that programming, and you might consciously or subconsciously block getting pregnant because of that belief that is associated with money from childhood. So you can dig so deep into your root chakra to find the reasons for behavior that is happening in front of you that you really have no idea about. Even something like getting pregnant or being fertile. You could block it with hormones and not even realize that you're doing it because you're getting anxious at the thought of it, and that's secreting cortisol, which is hurting the chances of you getting pregnant. I mean, there's all of these revolving doors that happen when we have a blocked root chakra. Okay? You decided to make up colors each day by chakra color for the day. Yeah, I'm going to talk about all of these. We're starting at the bottom of those chakras. We're starting at the bottom of the chakras and we'll move up. But a lot of your issues, guys, are going to start with the root chakra. So if you're ever on this journey and you're by yourself and you don't have a deck to use, and you don't have any books to go by, and you're saying, where do I start? Just start at your root chakra. Imagine this fiery red energy, and imagine it really like lighting up the bottom half of you. Your chakras, when you visualize your chakras, chakra means spinning wheel. Okay, so a spinning wheel of energy that is in the color red. Now, it should look very symmetrical. It should be spinning at a pace that is mellow and kind of even out, all right? It shouldn't be super fast. It shouldn't be super slow. You shouldn't have any dips or little wonky areas in it. It shouldn't look like a really bad thrown clay where it's wobbling side to side, or it shouldn't be really narrow and shooting straight out. Okay, those are all signs of an unbalanced root chakra or unbalanced chakra in general. So when you're visualizing your chakras, right now, I want you to close your eyes and I want you to picture a spinning red light of, if it's a lotus flower, a rose petal, anything, a spinning flower. Picture that projecting out from your coccyx area, or the lower part of your spine. Picture what it looks like to have a spinning wheel of red light coming out from your root chakra. And maybe some of you guys will notice that you guys are spinning pretty well. Some of you might notice that it's spinning fast. Some of you might notice that it's spinning slow. Some of you might have little hiccups in it. It may not be completely round. Your experience with what it looks like to you, it could be different for everyone. But I'll tell you, if it's not spinning normal, whatever your idea of like normal and smooth and round and symmetrical in shape, if it's not spinning like that, then that means that there needs to be some attention to that area, okay? All right. Someone asked, Katie, how much longer will I have to work? I'm a caretaker and I'm getting burnt out. So Spirit's kind of telling me that it's really your choice. And it has been your choice. Okay. So, if you want a personalized reading, all you have to do is click the link in my bio, use the code LOVE10 to get 10% off your reading. These are video responses from Hey Hero. I work for third-party companies so that they can verify who I am. So I would love to do a reading for you guys. All you have to do is click that link right up in my bio. It's right under the 2 blue arrows, okay? Ask any questions about love, any questions about relationships. I do medical scans, fertility scans, career. I am I'm really well versed in doing energy readings for people who are nonverbal as well. So if that's something that you're interested in, if you have a child with autism or you take care of a patient that has dementia or Alzheimer's and you have a hard time communicating with them, that helps too. Okay. Oh, thank you so much for booking. Thanks so much, guys. I see the readings coming through. So just letting you guys know, the TikTok special is $16. And you can still use the code LOVE10 to get 10% off, okay? All right. I would love to do a reading for you about pregnancy. Anything that is specific or specialized to you, please click the link in my bio and ask that question. All right. Okay. So today's decks, those will all be linked later on. Just to let you guys know, if you see any deck that I used today that you guys like, you will definitely be able to find that. The link will change after these 2 hours. Okay, so let's move up a little bit. Let's do a reading. Let's do some readings, okay? All right, I'm going to use my Moonology Oracle deck. I love this deck. Okay? If you guys want to learn about the moon and like the moon cycles and manifesting, and you want to learn about Oracle at the same time, I love this deck. Any deck that has dual purpose, count me in. Okay? All right, Diana. All right, message from your angels, Diana. Whew, Diana. Communication is key, okay? So if you have to say this to yourself on a daily basis, I'm an effective communicator, because it does seem like maybe you weren't taught how to get what you wanted out of you, how to say it without really offending someone, how to say it with convictions, how to say it because your soul wants it, okay? Maybe you learn to speak because of other people, or maybe you learn to speak in ways that doesn't hurt other people's feelings, or maybe you dance around things. There's this need for you to be like, I'm an effective communicator. I can communicate this effectively, and I feel like it's going to be in a new situation. I don't feel like this is something you have to go back towards. I almost feel like your angels are like, you're going to be put in a situation soon, and it's going to be really important that you communicate effectively. So say this to yourself over and over. I am an effective communicator, because when that time comes, you're going to remember that, and it's going to make you think a little bit before you speak. Okay? If you guys are looking to connect with people who have passed, if pets who have passed, I am a medium as well, so you can book that in the link right in my bio, okay? And don't forget to use the code LOVE10. Even if it's not relationship, it can be relationship with yourself, okay? You can still use that code to get 10% off, okay? All right, Wendy, I have a message for you. Hi, guys. Thanks so much for being here. I see a few of you are jumping in. Hello. Don't forget to double tap on that screen. It gets this live some likes. We are talking about chakras today, guys. We're talking about chakras. I talked a little bit about the root chakra. We'll talk about that sacral chakra next. That's the chakra that has to do with creativity. It has to do with sex. It has to do with power and control. And a lot of us have trauma in that area, right? Let's be real. A lot of us have trauma in that sacral area when it comes to power and control and sex and relationships and money. Yeah, it's like the voodoo of all chakras. Okay. Did I call a name? No. All right, Kenya. Kenya, a message for you, Kenya. I do feel like okay, I see you. Do you dream a lot? Do you remember your dreams? I feel like there's a very whimsical energy about your dreams. And I don't know if you are just kind of like noticing them now or if you've always had like prophetic dreams, but I feel really drawn to your dreams. I feel like you even have some control over your dreams, or you can gain control over your dreams more than you think. I just feel like your spirit guides, your angels want you to believe a little bit more in your psychic abilities as far as your dreams are concerned. Okay. So okay. Yes, you do. Awesome. Thank you. Write them down. Keep tabs on them, because it's almost like they're telling me to tell you to keep tabs on your dreams because of like future events. Like, it's almost like they want you to be able to go back and be like, I predicted that. See, I knew it was coming. Okay. So, you haven't been able to dream the past few days. Honestly, it could just be how long you're able to sleep, because the longer our sleep cycle is, the longer we take to sleep, the longer our REM will get. So if you're only getting 4 hours of sleep, your longest REM cycle might only be 20 minutes. But if you're getting like 7 hours of sleep, your longest REM cycle could be 30 minutes to an hour. And when our REM cycles are longer, we remember more of our dream. Okay. So that really could be it. If you're having a hard time remembering your dreams, you could just not be sleeping enough or getting a deep enough sleep. Okay. Just remember that. All right. Let's see who's in here, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Let's see. Francesca, a message for you from your angels. I feel like you're really happy, or you're going to be happy about something. Okay, surrender to the divine. So this is telling me that there's just a situation. Maybe it's on your mind. Maybe it's coming up soon. But I definitely feel like you're going to be so much happier if you can just get rid of the idea that you have any control of the situation at all. Like, whether your thoughts like are even keeping you in the moment. It's kind of like, I know maybe you have no control over it, but your thoughts are still thinking about it. You're still keeping yourself in that present moment, which is still kind of creating a little bit of anxiety. Does that make sense to you? All right. I feel like you need to like kind of surrender your thoughts too, not just your actions. Surrender those anxious thoughts, or the what if it doesn't happen, or what if it doesn't work out. Okay. Surrender those thoughts to the universe. Let them go, because they don't serve you at all. They're not going to do you any good. All right. All right. I'm going to get this deck out and use this for you. This is Notes from the Universe. I love this deck, and awesome. I'm so glad that resonates for you guys. This is loving notes, love connections to the universe. So maybe I feel like a few of you need some love notes, something to just get your heart chakra a little bit warm, get it kicking a little bit. Because honestly, I mean, I'm not going to lie. Do I believe in Valentine's Day? No, it's just propaganda. All right. But do I believe in love and true love and connections with love? Absolutely. Okay. I believe that we have the ability to make such deep, loving connections like that we don't even really know. I bet most of you don't even know the level of love that I've experienced. And I'm sure there's people that have experienced love at a deeper level than I have. But when you get those heart chakra awakenings, or when you make that connection with someone that is at that level, there is this, there's a spark. We know what that spark feels like, but imagine diving deeper into it to the point where like you're so happy you cry often, because like the tears come with the joy instead of tears coming with sadness, if that makes sense. Okay. So we all want to experience this love, and I feel like it really comes for us after we've loved ourselves so much that it makes us cry, that we love ourselves that much. It's the law of attraction. Okay. And if you find that you're having a hard time maybe making that connection to yourself or to other people, it could be a blocked sacral chakra. Okay? So even if you guys don't get a reading from me today, keep that code in mind, love10. You can use it all February, okay? Stephanie, message from the universe. So message from the universe. If you guys want to purchase this deck, I will have the link up right after this live, okay? Stephanie, message from the universe. All there is love. And love has been there all along. Okay? So it's when you begin to find love in people and places where you haven't found it before, it's always because you've grown as a person. So it's kind of like what I was literally just saying. Like, there is more love and deeper connections that you can have in your life. So if you've like felt disconnected either from yourself or your children or other people in your life, now you don't have to have any deep connection that you don't want to. But if there are people in your life that you want to keep them around, I'm going to tell you that Spirit is basically telling you that the love that you're capable of, it's there. And it's basically waiting for you to make that connection. And for the most part, I feel like it's a conversation. And I almost feel like you're going to have to break down. There's going to be an I'm sorry. I almost feel like you're talking to your children. And it's more of like an acceptance of who you are as a person and apologizing for all the things that you maybe told them you wanted to be, or that you should be, or thought that you should be as a mother and that you aren't. And I feel like you're going to realize that that never mattered in the first place. It never mattered anyway. Does that make sense to you? It's almost like breaking down of the idealistics that you were supposed to withhold. And when you do that, you're going to realize that it wasn't the children that held you to those standards. It was something else. It was a higher, something stronger, maybe something more ancestral. Okay? Wow, that was a deep one. Thank you so much for being here, guys. If you were just tuning in, I'm Katie Maike. I am a psychic medium and intuitive life coach. Oh, you're welcome, Steph. Yes, I do teach tarot. I do teach oracle. I do teach your psychic abilities, mediumship. If you are looking for something like that, and you're not watching this video live, if you're watching this later on YouTube or my podcast, all the links below will send you right to my one-on-ones for spiritual coaching, for life coaching, connect to your spirit guides and your own spiritual abilities. I do like to work one-on-one with people. I don't have classes out right now, but I'm working on a self-paced class for you. But right now you can check that out a little bit later, guys, or you can head to the link in my Instagram bio, okay? Okay, Christina, message for you, Christina. And remember, if you guys are looking for something specific, if you want a specific reading, all you have to do is click the link in my bio, use the code LOVE10. That will get you 10% off all month of February, okay? All right, so Christina, you know what to do. So this is about, like, in all the battles of heart and mind, go with your heart, okay? And when I say heart and mind, you're like, well, what is the difference between heart and mind? Mind is reminding you of how things turned out in the past. The mind is sending you clips of, oh, don't do that because of this. Don't do that. Remember this. Don't do this. Don't do that. Somebody else is going to someone's going to look at you this way for doing that. There's this energy of you really listening more with your heart and doing it for you, not doing it for other people. Okay. So you already know what to do in this situation. And, I feel like what is keeping you from doing it is just fear of, like, society or what society will think, or maybe another person. But I feel like it's coming from an outside source. I don't think it's coming from inside. Okay? All right. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here. So, I mean, if some of you guys are looking for a life coach or spiritual coach, here I am. I'm Katie Maike. I do have those appointments available. The link will be in my bio after this. But right now, the link that is available will get you right to video response readings. If you are looking for spirituality or spiritual coaching in a video response reading, you can do that right through Hey Hero, okay? And you can also get that 10% off, okay? All right. Yes. Yeah, you guys can say your names. Yes, as long as, yeah, you guys can just say your names and stuff. And then I will, yeah, just as long as you guys are saying your names, I won't count that as spam. Okay? Sorry if there's any confusion. All right, Monica's just trying. Thank you so much, Monica, for being here. Awesome, guys. Okay, thank you so much. All right, awesome. Okay, Wendy, message for you, Wendy. Oh, all right. So you might know, okay, you might not know now, but you will. So think of someone very special to you. Now feel yourself bursting with love for them. Like, I want you to mentally shower them, mentally drench them with love, whatever that looks like. If it looks like a swirl of energy, if it looks like little hearts, okay, I want you to send them love. And now I want you to take that love and absorb it back into your heart chakra, okay? And I want you to visualize what that looks like. That is when your heart chakra, if you can do that, if you can visually do that, that's your heart chakra is balanced. Your ability to send love, your ability to shower someone with love, it's a visualization. And when you do that, you're telling the energy that you want love in return because you're giving that. So it does almost feel like, it says you might not know now, but you soon will, meaning that there's going to be a bounce back of energy that's coming back to you. Maybe you're sending good vibes to someone. Maybe you're sending energy or you're thinking of someone. There is going to be a return of that energy, okay? All right. So for those of you who are just getting in this journey of spirituality, I do quickly want to talk about this book called 9 Psychics, okay? And the reason I love this book is because I'm in this book. So I am the 9th psychic in this book. My hair's a little bit darker. Here we go. Find myself. 7, 8. Here's Katie Maike. Okay, here I am. Conversation 9. The reason I love this book is because it's called 9 Psychics for a reason. One, when you first open this book, you're going to get all the different types of metaphysical possibilities, like different types of healers and the way that they heal. And then you're going to read through 9 different perspectives of being a psychic or being medium. And guess what? There are some people in here that don't like their gift. There's some people that don't want their gift. There are some that use it for different purposes. Some view the world different ways. And by having this book or reading this book, it's basically just telling you guys that no 2 psychics or mediums or spiritual gifts or intuition is the same. So I really hope that this is, the link will be up in my bio as well. I think it's like $14, $16. It's a great read. I don't get endorsed by this at all. I have an affiliate link up, but I think this is a great read because it does explain tarot, past life readings, numerology, astrology, angel readings, Akashic records, like all kinds of different psychic work. It's all in one book, okay? So this will be linked. This is always linked in my snip feed link tree, so you guys can check that out. All right. One more thing I do want to talk about for beginners, all right? Now, you can get this at Target, but I also linked it above. I linked it above so you can get this after. This is a chakra workbook. Now, have I written in this one per se? No, but have I completed this book before? Yes, because we are always working through our chakras. Okay, there's always a deeper level. If I go through and I heal my root chakra and I move up to my sacral chakra and I heal my sacral and I move up, then maybe in a week from now I have to start back at my root chakra. So what I do is I buy multiple books of these. They're not too expensive, maybe less than $10, $10 or so. And their exercises, it's a workbook to work through your chakras. It guides you through your chakra work. So if you're kind of lost and you say, where do I begin? It basically tells you the idea of what a root chakra is for. And then it gives you activities, like there's a root chakra bingo they have in here. Even writing and little visual activities and metaphors. So it really does help you guys maybe make this idea of the chakras and how it can help you and put it more to like put it more to use. Okay, do some, it's not a lot of work. It's maybe 3 pages per chakra, but I recommend this because it holds you accountable and it keeps you going in one direction. It keeps you progressing instead of just saying, I'm going to do root chakra work, and then you do it one day and then you forget about it and walk away. No, like finish your root chakra, go to the next. It's not a thick book, but imagine how many blocks you can get through just by getting through one workbook. Okay. So if you are looking for some guidance and I'm not available to guide you all the way, you can get this book at Target, but I'll also link it above in my link tree after I'm done this live. And you can get it right on Amazon and you can have it sent the next day. Okay. So this chakra workbook, awesome. It's going to help you to align your chakras and get really more in tune with your body, I'll say. Okay. Just wanted to let you guys know about that book because it has helped me a lot. So anything that has helped me, I'm going to definitely recommend to you guys. Okay. So if you were just getting here, my name is Katie Maike. I'm a psychic medium. I'm also an intuitive life coach. I have a master's in sports psychology and other in behavioral analysis. And today we're talking about everything chakras, chakra base. All right. So what I want to do for you guys right now is I do want to do a couple more card readings. I'm going to pull a couple chakra cards here and then we'll jump into that sacral chakra because, the sacral chakra is, I'm telling you, that's scary. That's some scary blocks in that sacral chakra. Okay, I've had blocks due to sexual assault. I have had trauma in that area due to births. I have had 4 births. So I have had blocks in that area. Let's see. I even had cervical cancer at one point. And remember what I said about energy or negative energy. And I really feel like I had such pent up negative energy there that it did create that negative, that cervical cancer that I was talking about. So let's talk about these blocks that you guys have or that you need to kind of look at, pay attention. Now, if you don't want to pay attention to the word, you can just pay attention to the blue, and go towards that chakra. It's your intent. It's whatever you ask. Okay. So Chantel, okay, let's see, Chantel. What area is blocked? What do you need to be made aware of? Okay. Enlightenment. This is your solar plexus. Okay. But for you, this is telling me that you have yet to be your true self. You have yet to push yourself to where you are truly you. Okay. Like you are the you, in front of people, that you are the you behind closed doors. And I feel like I'm getting this image of childhood where like your appearance to other people was more important than maybe at home or around family or around like other siblings. Okay. So maybe you were made to dress up when you left the house. Maybe someone constantly said like, oh, go change. You look like a ragamuffin, or you look like, I can relate to this. Like I was told I looked homeless. Okay. And you said dead on, holy shit. Exactly. So I was like, someone could have said like, oh my gosh, you look homeless, go change. And that idea of how the world views you versus your true identity clashed. And you said, am I not worthy? Is who I am inside, this person that I'm comfortable in, these clothes I'm comfortable in, am I not worthy? A ragamuffin. I know, right? Sorry, I feel like my mom used that all the time. I don't even know what it means. I have no idea what that means, but I was called that often if I was just in my dirty play clothes or something like that. So let's go back to you, Chantel. You have to kind of merge that person back together, okay? The person you show everyone in society, is that really you? Do you do it for you, or do you put on that show for other people's sake? And you may not even realize that you're still doing that, or your mom still does it. See, it's ingrained. This is ancestral shit that we need to get rid of. Okay, as we need to make sure we're not passing it down to our kids. And I have a hard time doing this when my son wears the same shirt 3 days in a row. I have to very gently tell him to change his clothes. Okay, you're an Islander, so you know that saying. Yeah, so I try to catch myself too, and like even saying something down the road or down to my child, or like, you know, and I have to draw the line of where and why I'm saying wear this or don't wear this, because I have to remember like how it affected me as a child. So when I'm speaking to my own children, one, I have to remember I buy their clothes, right? If I have the ability to buy their clothes, so they only have so many options. Now, if they're going to wear clothes that are like really filthy or really dirty, and it's because they really like something, then the way that I can change that is by buying 2 or 3 of the same shirts, okay? But I've really learned to not identify someone's worth or my children's worth with what they're wearing when they leave the house, so that they don't think that who they are in front of their family and who they are in front of us should look any different to the outside world. Okay? Does that make sense to you? Okay, I hope it does. Now, let's do another reading. Megan. All right. I see you guys, I see your comments. Good. I'm glad it makes sense. I said that thing about your son. Okay. All right. Who did I say? Megan? Did I say Megan? Okay, we're going to do Megan. If I said somebody else, I'm sorry, I'll do you after. Okay? Okay, said Megan. Okay, great. Woo! All right, Megan. Now we're going to see what area of your life is a little bit blocked, what spirit wants you to know so that you can begin to heal and move past this. Okay, Megan? All right. Miracles, hope. Okay, now this is, I don't know about you, but this is telling me, okay, this has to do with like achievement, and this has to do with you believing that everything you get in your life is deserving of you, or it's due to other people. Let me explain this a little bit. So this is a feeling that I'm just getting, and I feel like what's happening is, say things happen that's bad. Say things that happen that are out of my control. I feel like I grow up listening to people kind of make excuses for that. Okay? Like I feel like I'm growing up in a household where say something really shitty happened to the car and the car broke down. Like my parents are blaming the car. My parents are blaming other people. My parents are blaming the car dealers instead of blaming the fact that they haven't brought the car in for maintenance for the past 5 years. Okay, Megan's like, yes. Okay, thank you, Megan. I'm trying to get this out because, again, I'm clairvoyant and I see visions. So I see the way that the family dynamic is, and then I have to kind of go in and try to describe what I'm seeing. It's like a crazy ass game of Pictionary. Okay, you so understand me. Awesome. I'm glad you guys understand. So, now constantly hearing, and the reason this miracle is showing up in your solar plexus, it's because it's who you are. Your solar plexus right here. It's your gut. Okay, the sun. It's like when we say our sun sign. Who are you? What's your sign? What's your sun sign? It makes you who you are. It's your comfortability. It's your place of home. It's your self-expression. Okay, there's just this idea of like. I feel like you need to understand maybe that you have complete control over your life. Everything that you get, everything that you want, and it's not about waiting for it to come to you. It's about going and getting it because you want it. Getting it because not waiting for someone else to do it, or blaming another person for not having any success in the past. There's an idea of just being like, you know what, screw that. I know they weren't telling me the whole truth. Okay, that there are consequences to the behaviors that were put in place in the past for my parents, or whatever the reason was, they didn't have enough money, or whatever the case may be. We don't know the whole story, but what we do develop is the rituals that they show us, whether they are blaming other people for their own problems. So I feel like I feel like you're missing out on something. I feel like you're waiting for something in your life that's big. And I feel like you're just sitting here saying, why isn't it happening? Why isn't it happening? And I feel like Spirit's being like, get off your ass and go get it. Like, there's some things that you could be doing to set those in motion. And guess what, guys? Every planet is direct right now in the sky. So it's a great time to start doing new things. It's a great time to manifest. It's a great time to take action. When you've never done something before, now is a great time. We say Mercury retrograde, don't start new things. It's time to start something new right now. Okay, start new. It's okay to dive in and take a chance right now. Most of what you do will be successful right now in life. Okay? Awesome. I'm glad you guys are connected. I'm glad we are all connected here. Okay? Whew. All right, double tap on that screen for me, guys. Get this live some likes. Let's get it up there. Let's see if we can get to 22,000 likes. I'm at 11 right now. I like the number 22. What can I say? All right, let's talk about the sacral chakra. Let's go up to the crown chakra a little bit because I didn't really want to get into the chakras of what they mean too much, just your ideas of how you can visualize them, all right? Now, I had shown you the chakra workbook that I have that is a great workbook to use. But if you don't have a workbook, that's fine. You might have crystals. You might be able to use crystals. You might be able to use wands. Okay, you can make a wand. And basically, any chakra wand that you purchase is just going to have all the chakra colors of the crystals on here. Okay, so this the top crown chakra up here is like a light purple or a white color. Then we have our third eye, which is like an indigo, and our throat chakra is like a light blue color. Our heart chakra is green or pink. Our solar plexus is yellow. Our sacral chakra is orange, and then our root chakra is like black or red. Okay, you just bought the workbook. Awesome. Good. It's honestly, it's like having like a little friend help guide you or do it with you. Okay. Where can you buy one of those books? I have the link. I don't have my link tree up right now because I'm live, but once I'm done my live, it's all of the products in today's show are linked right at the top of my link tree. You can go right to Instagram right now to find it. It's Snipfeed. It's snipfeed.co/Katie Maike, or you can just go to my Instagram and click on the link that I have there. And that'll help you get this, the chakra workbook that I just talked about. Okay. Now, if you guys are, I'm not going to say this is for, beginners, but if you want to help heal other people, okay, this chakra workbook is great for yourself, great for journaling, great for yourself. But if you want to start working on chakras or learning chakras so you can heal other people, this is the book for you. I have this book linked in my link tree as well in English and in Spanish. So they have English and Spanish versions of the chakra healing. But this is basically, it's going to show you how to locate an ailment or locate someone's blocked chakra. It's going to teach you how to hone in on the area and the ailment or what needs to be healed. And it's going to show you different healing techniques that you can try with yourself or clients. Okay, so if you're looking to really dive deeper and heal yourself or learn to heal other people's chakras or do chakra work for other people, this book, I have it in English and Spanish, and this will be linked as well in my Snipfeed link, which right now is not up on TikTok, but it's up on Instagram, okay? Yeah, practicing these techniques, it's really going to help you guys, really going to help you. And don't forget, if you even want some spiritual advice, if you are trying to maybe do some tarot or oracle on the side, supplement some income, maybe you want to hone in on your abilities and really use them in your profession, I have a TikTok special right now at $16 for a reading, and then you can use the code LOVE10. That'll get you another 10% off. All right. Okay, guys. So our sacral chakra, let's talk about our sacral chakra. It's orange right here. This has to do with creativity, sex, pleasure. It really has to do with the fight for power and control in relationships. So if you were dominated by one of your parents, if one of your parents had a very dominating energy, or maybe a family friend, or maybe you have some sexual assault or sexual abuse in your your past or in your childhood, this is really where power and the struggle of power and control and where you find that in your life, it's really present. Okay, so let's just talk about if you've had any trauma that has to do with control. Okay, so maybe you had a narcissistic parent, or you had a parent who really liked to be in control of everything you did, whether, every move you made, you had to second guess whether or not it was right. Okay, yes, always. Now, this is really going to create a block in your sacral chakra, and you might develop coping mechanisms or defense mechanisms where you are now in control of other areas of your life. Okay, maybe addictions happen because of blocks in your sacral chakra. Maybe you develop really controlling energy in your relationships, or maybe you're a really controlling parent. Maybe you are triggered by constant power struggles. Maybe you attract partners who are narcissists. Okay, remember, it's law of attraction, and the partners that we attract in life, we attract them because they're our trauma. We attract our own trauma. Okay, so if you're attracting people who are taking advantage of you, who you find yourself in the lower end of the power struggle all the time, this is a sign that you have trauma in that area, that you have trauma somewhere. It was probably a parent or an adult in your life that controlled a lot of your behavior with threats, with even maybe just power in general. Okay, maybe they were really nice to other adults and other people and look at them as a really nice person, but you know who they truly are. And that constant struggle of what the world perceived this person as versus how you experience them, that's going to show up in your everyday. That's going to show up in like crazy ass ways in your life. Okay. And if you find that you're caught in loops in relationships, or you can't get out of shitty relationships that have to do with control issues or power struggles, it's because your psyche is telling you that this is what you have to heal. Okay. Anything and everything that we have to heal will be presented to us. We just have to see it. Okay. And most of the time, our trauma is presented in relationship. All right. So keep that in mind. Now let's move up to our solar plexus. Okay, our solar plexus is yellow, citrine. This is like our sunshine. We want to shine bright in our solar plexus. Okay. Sorry, but why was my last message blanked out? I have no idea. I didn't see that. I saw all your messages. Okay, so solar plexus, this is like our true self, who we really are. And if we have blocks in our sacral chakra, then this is really going to hinder our self-expression, especially if we were made to not speak our truth, or we were made to look like we were shy or dominated by power or control. Then we're not going to shine our brightest. We're not going to show the world who we really are. So even if you believe that your block is coming from your self-expression, I'm going to say dig a little bit deeper, because there are relationships that and trauma that happened in relationships in your past that are keeping you from expressing your true self, expressing yourself who you're supposed to be, your authentic you. Okay. And a lot of people ask questions like that when it comes to social media. Like, how can you be yourself more on social media? And really it comes to you digging down deep into your solar plexus and figuring out who you really were supposed to be. Because when it comes down to it, I believe we are all outgoing. We are all social creatures. We all are creative. Okay. Any negative traits, like any traits that say like, oh, I'm just introverted, or I don't really like socializing, or like, I believe that's a crock of shit. I think we all enjoy socializing to a certain degree. And if we don't, it's due to trauma. Okay. Because we are social creatures. All right. And that's really, when it comes down to it, none of us want to have these negative traits or feel like, or just be okay with, oh, I'm shy. I'm okay with being shy. No, you're not okay with being shy. You're not. You're social. You don't want to be shy. It just feels weird to talk to people. So let's figure out why it feels weird. All right. Now, let's go move up to our heart chakra. Now, I believe that a lot of us start this awakening process because of our heart chakra is like, pff, all right, we want to find love. We fall in love with ourselves. We find a deeper meaning or a deeper relationship with another person, whether it's a child or a human being, or whatever it is. And that heart chakra awakening can really send us off into craving more love. See, like, I know a lot of people, we talked about addicts and addictive behavior here already and how that can be harnessed and stored in your root and sacral chakra. But I believe that having a heart chakra awakening is so addicting. Like, the feeling that you get when you have a heart chakra awakening or when you connect to another soul on the deeper level of love is like, I can't even explain it to you. It's like a feeling that it comes your entire body. It makes you like, you're so happy that you're crying. And like love for a pet. Yes, you can have deep, deep love for a pet or another human being. And I'll tell you this though, a majority of us, the connection we feel with another human being is codependency. Okay. If we feel attached, like we can't live without someone, that's not love. That's codependency. But the feeling of love that I'm talking about is one where you're so secure in it that person could walk away. That person could turn around and walk away, and you would know deep down in your souls that you would still feel the same way about that person no matter what. It's a connection that goes beyond judgment. It's a connection that goes beyond this universe. It's such a secure feeling that nobody can take it away from you, no matter what. Okay, it's like, am I married? Yes. Do I believe in the cliche ideas of marriage? No. But like my husband and I, for long periods of time, we may not have this is before we were married. We may not have talked for 6 months, and we were perfectly okay. Like, we knew each other were there. We had this feeling that we would always be there for each other in a non-judgmental way, no matter what. Like, we would always find our way back to each other. There was just this, twin flame kind of energy. Yeah, someone said twin flame. So, like, this love does exist. A lot of people will sit and tell you twin flames don't exist. I just think that they're thinking of it in a different way. Is there another person out there that's going to give you more love than you can give yourself? No. But what you can find is someone that's going to give themselves as much love as you give yourself. So therefore, you have two people that are in it for themselves, but they're choosing to walk through life together. And that's really kind of the relationship that I hope to emulate and show you guys, that it doesn't have to be this, it doesn't, even in a marriage, there's no codependency in a marriage, okay? I have to act like I'm a single parent, and I do that so that I don't get this codependency, like depending on him to take the trash out because it's full. Like, I can do that. If I have to complain about that, then it's something I should do. So I try to give that advice to people all the time in relationships. Like, how do you survive in a relationship and not have codependency? You have to act like you're the only one. Like, you're only depending on yourself anyway. That's the opposite of codependency. Okay? Do you believe in having soulmates? So that's a great question. I believe we have many soulmates. I believe that soulmates were part of a contract that we created before we came down here on Earth, and that the soulmates were meant for us to maybe use as a catalyst to move forward, to teach us lessons, okay? So if you've had feelings like you've known someone in a past life, or you've met someone before, or somebody looks familiar, I equate that with soulmates. Even best friends or animals can be soulmates. They can be relationships, but I do believe that they can be volatile. I believe that they are not super serene and happy the entire time, because I do believe they're catalysts to push us forward into new beings of ourselves, new people, okay? Like, we knew it ahead of time. We're like, okay, you and me, we're going to meet up on Earth, and it may be rocky, but it's going to move us to a new place in our lives. We're going to have a new perspective of life, and that's kind of what I believe soulmates are, versus like twin flames, I guess you could say. Okay? Awesome. Pretty cool. All right, guys. Let's get some more readings for you guys. I would like to use, I want to use a different deck. Let's use Heavenly Bodies Astrology. And the reason I like this deck again is because it's twofold. Because if you're learning astrology and you're doing Oracle at the same time, why not have an Oracle deck that teaches you astrology at the same time? Right? It's just like the chakras. Teach you about the chakras. Teaches you, the Moonology Oracle deck teaches you about the moon at the same time. So Heavenly Bodies Astrology deck, you can get this as well. The affiliate link will be right in my bio after this live. If you want to head over to Instagram, though, you can get the link right away. Okay? Brandy, so I'm going to ask what energy your angels are asking you to embrace. What energy do you need right now, or are you being asked to embrace in your life? Okay, Brandy? All right. Okay, Brandy, so you got the 8th house. So this house has to do with facing your fears. It has to do with karma, okay? And like when I say karma and facing fears, I almost felt you go, almost like you were thinking that there was some bad stuff that you did in a past life that you now have to make up for. And what I have to tell you is that's the opposite. I feel like I feel like you do have fears of karma coming back to you, but I feel like I have to tell you that you don't have bad karma attached to you. Like what I'm seeing is like, that you're supposed to be putting good karma out now and that it'll come back to you in the future. And I do feel like it has to do with like a transformation or, within you. The 8th house can also be about money or other people's money or using other people's money. So maybe you're doing something with good karma and intent, and that money will come back to you. Okay. But there is like an energy of you really using good karma to push yourself forward. Okay. Does that make sense to you? It's like sometimes, go to the grocery store, someone's short $20, you give them that $20. Maybe you don't expect anything to come back to you, but something will eventually come back to you that is of that same or similar nature. And that's what I'm saying is it's time to start putting out good karma so that it will kind of catch you when you fall in the future. I'm not saying you're going to fall, but there's always hiccups, right? And sometimes money might come out of nowhere. And where does that energy come from? And it's going to come from that good karma that you did in the past, okay? That's what I'm talking about. All right. You guys can make your own wands. I know I showed you this wand that I have here. You can make your own wands, and I'll show you what I did with a piece of driftwood, okay? I took this driftwood, and I put a twin quartz on the top of it, and then I just took the rest of the stones and kind of wrapped them around all the way down. So what I would do is when I sit and I want to balance my chakras, I kind of just like put my thumb on and rub the crystal of the chakra that I'm on. All right. You can do that. You can do that as well. You can make it yourself. You can make it your own. It doesn't even have to have crystals. You can do it with just colored beads. Okay. Just be inventive. I took a chopstick, a wooden chopstick, and I wrapped beads around the wooden chopstick and made a tiny little wand for my children. Okay. So you can do something like that. If you're into like mixed crystals or like, tumbled, like anything that's small and tumbled, you can just put them in little jars. So this is aquamarine. You can just take one crystal out at a time. Maybe you want to take a crystal out while you're meditating and put it right here on your throat chakra. Okay, you can lay back on your back. You don't have to sit up when you're meditating. Just be comfortable when you're meditating. All right. All right. Here we go. Kimberly. Okay, Kimberly. And remember, guys, if you have a particular question for me or you want to check out my readings, please click the link in my bio. I'm working for a company called Hey Hero right now. Hey Hero is a third-party site that can verify who I am because you all know there's so many scammers out there. So head over there, use the code LOVE10 all month of February. That'll get you another 10% off. All right, those messages are returned via video response. All right, and that'll come from Hey Hero. You can always log back into your account on Hey Hero to see any messages that they'll be saved in there. And if you've ever gotten a reading through my snip feed link, which looks kind of more like a link tree, you can always log back into snip feed and all of your videos are stored there as well. Okay. All right. So the energy that you're being asked right now to embrace is this conjunction. So this is telling me for you to merge energies with another energy, another person, and it's really about embracing. So if you have the opportunity to work with another person or to kind of combine two things, I feel like this is your card, okay? That's the energy that you're being asked to embrace. Okay. All right, Tash. Message for you. What energy are you being asked to embrace? Leo energy, some confidence, some loyalty, some creativity. Look at that Leo energy. Okay. Leo has this energy of like creating for the love of it, creating for the passion of it, being creative, because you want to, and only for you, and only for the idea of art, just doing it because it's art and because it feels good. Okay, so you're being asked to be creative in that way, and doing so from a very passionate place, not so from a place that is requiring you to, if that makes sense. Okay, like I'm not asking you to be a rebel. I'm not asking you to go out for a noble cause. I'm asking you to do it for yourself. Okay. Okay, so someone just asked to do another reading on Jessica Hamby. Oh my God, can I just tell you that I did a reading on Jessica Hamby yesterday, and then I realized I didn't link the comment to the video. So let me just tell you right now what I saw for her. And because I do missing peoples all the time, I do missing persons, and I post that on my page. I feel so drawn to it. That's why I do it, if anyone has a question. So for Jessica Hamby, look guys, what I wanted to say is, like, I feel very, I don't know if her body is recoverable. And I say that because I am just so drawn to this dumpster, and like, I feel like her body has been moved a couple times, but not by anybody who is doing it consciously, if that makes sense. So like, I was going to post this video. So if you are someone that can get this message out, and I don't want to place no hope on finding her or finding her body, but I just keep seeing like this large green dumpster, and it feels like a place that either a lot of buildings or a lot of people would be. And I just feel like there's a lot of movement afterwards from that place. And it really makes me think that it would be hard to locate her. So, I do apologize, but I thank you for bringing that up, because I wanted to say it, but it's hard to say that. It's hard to say that in a message to someone. Okay. All right, here we go. We got about 30 more minutes on here, guys. Some of you may, if you guys don't see me on TikTok, it's because you got to follow me on Instagram. My Instagram story is everything that I do all the time. And I was just in Central Florida camping for the weekend in a little tiny house. We rented a tiny house. I'm just getting back into the grind of things, and I had a lot of one-on-ones this morning. So my little ones are getting so tired. I can hear them out there, because I know a lot of you know that I do this in my bathroom. I have my talk show in my bathroom, and I can hear them crying out there, my poor babies. Do you think that a step-parent could be involved in Jessica's death? A step-parent. I did not feel a parent. I don't know. I had felt like I was in a motel or a hotel or a little apartments or something like that. And I can just see like that I was hanging out with this guy, and it doesn't feel like a parent. Okay? I did try to do the reading for Jessica again, and I kept getting the same images, so maybe I'm just not interpreting it right. Maybe I have to go back and look at that again. Hi friends! Hey guys, thank you so much for being here. Ooh, we're almost at 22,000 likes. Could you guys just double tap on that screen? Give this live some likes. All right, I'm Katie Maike. I am a psychic medium and intuitive life coach. Right now, if you guys are interested in getting a personalized reading from me, whether you want to speak to a loved one or you want some spiritual coaching, you can use the code LOVE10 for the entire month of February. Okay, and then that is through Hey Hero, okay? So that code is only good on Hey Hero. Let me see if I can read some of their comments. Did you tune in at all to that cold case? No, I did not tune into that cold case. The one you're talking about. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Thanks for the compliments. Okay. Veronica, we have a message for you. What energy do you need to embrace? Okay, Libra. So there is this balance energy, but I feel like you need to balance the fact that you still have a voice. I feel like maybe when you come to the energy of others, there is like this consideration for harmony over your own voice. I feel like almost like you put your own thoughts on the back burner sometimes. And I feel like maybe we shouldn't be doing that as much as we are. And I feel like you have to realize that that's fair. Like that is balanced energy. Not that another person gets to say what they want and you just have to be okay with it and walk away. Like you expressing yourself is balanced. Okay? Don't forget that. So if you guys are looking for a love reading, if you are looking for any medical reading or fertility readings, I started out as doing medical scans on people's bodies. I had helped a friend diagnose. I helped her basically. I pushed her to go get a breast scan and a colonoscopy, and found out that she had breast cancer. And she also had 2 like masses in her colon. They weren't cancerous, but she was able to get those removed. So once I had done a reading for her and she had found out that she did in fact have those things that I was describing in her body, because at the time we had no idea what she was talking about. She was like, no, I never had anything wrong in that area. Once I realized that I was able to physically see inside of her through my third eye and my visions, that's when I kind of started this journey as a medical medium, and I'd started to do fertility because people were having medical and fertility issues. Then I got into tarot and I started doing relationship readings and advice. I mean, my background is in behavioral and motivational psychology, sports psychology, and stuff like that. So, no, these are not only... Oh, I got to 22,000. Woo! Thank you so much, guys. You're right. I was almost there. So I'm doing live readings and little quick messages from your spirit guides and angels. These are free. If you would like a personalized reading, just click the link in my bio. I'll be on here for another 20 minutes or so. Okay. So you can ask me this exact question. Jenna says, well, I have an issue with pregnancy due to previous medical conditions. You can ask me this question. I have to do a scan of your body. So basically I close my eyes and I start at the top and I do a scan. And wherever I am stopped at or drawn to, then I kind of go a little bit deeper in there. Okay. Someone said, what's going on with my right knee? I have an MRI on Thursday. It's been swollen for 9 months. That's definitely a question you can ask if you are interested in. That way you'll actually see the results. You'll get your results and see if they match quickly. So, yeah, if you've ever watched the Magic School Bus, you'll see that there's like parts where Miss Frizzle takes the class and they go inside the human body, and like the blood cells and the blood vessels are huge and they're just kind of swimming through the blood. That is what I see in my head. Like sometimes I might go on this roller coaster ride through your intestines, and then it stops me at the end of the intestines and it's telling me that there's irritation between the intestines and whatever that next organ is, or something like that. So that's kind of how I get what I get. I'm not a doctor. Like, I don't know the names of like diagnoses and things like that. Sometimes things just come to me and I say them because that's my psychic ability. But I am not a doctor to diagnose you with anything per se. But a lot of the time people come to me because they have an issue the doctors can't figure out, or they have pain. They don't know what area where it's coming from. Is it a muscle? Is it is it the circulatory system? Is it my nerves? What is it? And I can pinpoint that area. Okay. Sorry, I just need a water break. Absolutely love this water bottle. It has the times on it so I can stay hydrated in a timely manner. Okay. I feel like I want to grab another deck here. What do I want to use? All right, let's use the Daily Crystal Inspiration deck, okay? We only have a few minutes left. I'm having a hard time talking after today. Okay, Daily Crystal Inspiration deck. This is linked in my bio as well. So if you're looking to learn your crystals, names of crystals, and what they mean, this is a dual purpose deck as well. Okay, so it has the crystal on it, has a nice little word or saying on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask your angels what type of crystal or energy you need in your life. This deck is also a great deck to like talk about your chakras or try to figure out what areas of your chakras need work, because these crystals correlate to colors, which then correlate to your chakras, like I have pictured below. So look, if a lot of you guys find that you're shy, if a lot of you guys are feeling like it's hard for you to speak up for yourself, maybe your words get you in trouble a lot, or you can't think of the words to use all the time. This is your throat chakra. This is a block of your throat chakra. So getting anything blue, any blue crystals and things like that might help you. If you are introverted and you need help becoming extroverted, let's get those blue crystals to your throat chakra. You can wear them right around your neck, okay? All right, Monica. Card for you, Monica. Your angels want you to know that you need to speak your truth. You need some soda light. Look at that. Okay, you need to speak your truth a little bit more, okay? Girl, I feel like it has to do with relationships, though. Okay, Dawn, what card do you need? What energy do you need in your life? Dawn. Pyrite, let the money flow in. Okay, Dawn, what card do you need? What energy do you need in your life? Dawn. Pyrite, let the money flow in. So this is telling me that it's very possible that you have blocks in your root chakra, blocks when it comes to money or what you think of money, what you think money. Remember, money is just energy. Money is just energy, and how we perceive that energy is how it's allowed in our life. Whether it's restricted, whether we believe it only comes in a certain way, then it's only going to come in that way. So think about where or your ideas of money need to be changed. Okay, what's keeping you small? All right, Melanie, what do you need to know? What blocks or crystals do you need to know, Melanie? All right. Labradorite. Okay, see the magic. Labradorite, this is telling me your third eye. Like, this is telling me that you need to open up your third eye. And it's really about, like, I would say, trusting the big picture of things. Okay, so when this says see the magic, this is like all these little things that are happening, tiny, tiny little things that you notice in a daily basis, almost like the butterfly effect is how I feel like I need to explain it. Looking through your third eye, it's going to help you see the bigger picture, the oneness of everyone. How even people who are mean, who are negative, like ask yourself to see their higher self. Who is their higher self? Are they someone who is free from trauma? Are they someone who is a beautiful individual? They have a beautiful soul. Like, really see the bigger picture of things instead of focusing on the small details, okay? All right. So guys, if you're having a hard time connecting to spirituality, or you find that you're having a hard time connecting to the divine, it's very possible your crown chakra is what is being blocked. This is like where enlightenment is. This is where like letting go and letting the divine take control. If you still have a lot of control in your life, there's probably a cord that's attached from your solar plexus all the way up to your crown chakra that's keeping you from thinking clearly and really letting the divine light in. So here we go. Cheryl. Okay, so Cheryl, what do you need to know? What crystal do you need? Turquoise, prioritize your health. Okay, so I'm thinking daily stuff. I'm thinking that you need to make some big changes that are going to help your health in the long run. I'm not just talking about like a choice today between a donut and a strawberry. I'm talking about rituals that you can put in place daily that will help your longevity of life, that will help your health overall in the big picture, okay? All right. Thank you so much for being here, guys. My name is Katie Maike. I'm a psychic medium and intuitive life coach. I have a master's in sports psychology and other in behavioral analysis. So, if you are finding that what you want out of life is not coming to you, it's time to start manifesting it, man. It's time to start believing it and embracing the feelings and the energy of whatever it is that you want in your life. What does it give you? How does it make you feel? Do you want money? What is money? How is money going to make you feel? Okay, embrace the feeling of what money would bring you. You want a home, you want a house, you want a new car. What is the feeling that those things give you? And I want you to try to embrace it and feel those feelings before you even have it. Okay, that is part of manifesting. It's such an important part of manifesting because we create our reality. And one thing that I've learned in my sports psychology degree is that our bodies cannot distinguish the difference of reality. Whatever we see and hear, whatever we see from our eyes, that's what our body thinks our reality is. So if you can embrace a feeling of already having something, of having the security that a home would bring, then you better believe that your reality is going to bring you things that make you feel more secure. Things that, like a home or a house, okay? Yes, I can be your life coach. I do have life coaching sessions. They're 20-minute one-on-one sessions available. You can check that out. If you want to head right over to that right now, that link will be in my Instagram page. And then after I'm done my live, you can still go to Hey Hero and get the 10% off. Will it be $16? No, it'll go up to $22. But I will also have other links available there so that you guys can maybe work with me one-on-one. You can purchase some of the decks or the tools that you've seen today that really resonate with you. All right. Okay, Sue. Message for you, Sue. Clear quartz. It's time for you to get crystal clear. This is the crown chakra. That's kind of what I'm talking about. It's clarity of mind. All right. If you, right now, you have too much stuff. You have too much crap around you. Paperwork, letters, mail, crap. You have too much stuff. And that is all of that emits energy. And it's too much for you to think of. I feel like in order for you to be clear of your mind, you have to clear yourself of the clutter that is around you first. Okay. So get on that first. That is your message right now, okay? All right. And I would love to connect to some of you guys. I really hope some of you purchase a reading. I do this full time to support my family. My husband now is a stay-at-home dad, so he's doing what he absolutely loves, and I'm doing what I absolutely love. I get to connect with you guys. So purchase that reading, and I'll be able to give you some insights. If you want to connect to a loved one that has passed, you can also do that as well. If you have someone specific, you can ask for them by name. If you want just anyone to come through, then you can also ask for that, okay? I do connect with animals who have passed, so if you have photos, if you'd like to purchase a reading, just click the link right here. Intuitive Healer will pop up here. You'll see a blue arrow that says heyhero.com/influencer/ Katie Maike Psychic, and you'll be brought to that third-party site, Hey Hero, where you can put in that code of LOVE10 and get 10% off your reading. Okay? All right, Sarah M. Here we go, Sarah. Bloodstone, get up and get moving. So this is a root chakra. Okay, this is telling me your root chakra is a little wonky. I feel like it's a little slow. If I had to tell you what it feels like, it feels like your treadmill's on walk right now. Okay, and I do feel like by maybe incorporating a little bit more exercise. And when I say exercise, it doesn't have to be like I'm dripping sweat. I'm talking about maybe some stretching. I'm talking about maybe some yoga. I'm talking about maybe a brisker walk. There is this, I do feel like you're really going to start to feel a little bit better about yourself in general and have more clarity when you start to exercise more. Okay. You're glad to see me today. Sunday was so bad. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry that Sunday, I'm sorry you had a bad Sunday. Was it a football game? Is the health reading on Hey Hero too? Yeah, all you have to do is ask for the health reading. Yes, I do medical readings, health readings. Yes. So all you have to do is purchase the reading and ask me for a medical scan. Now, the TikTok reading is 1 minute to 2 minutes long. If you want something longer, so I can get more in depth, you can purchase extra time, or you can click on one of the other readings, and that will also get you a psychic reading. All you have to do is say medical reading. And if you have a certain problem, if you have a certain ailment, because remember, our bodies, we have many things going on at once. So if you want to direct me in a certain area, you don't have to tell me exactly what's going on, but you can tell me maybe there's a symptom that you need help with, or an area, what's going on with this area, what's going on with that area. That might help direct a little bit more, or I can just say whatever comes to me, okay? Even if I don't get a message today, I feel everything you said resonated with me. Perfect! I'm glad to hear that. All right, guys. Let's do a few more readings before I head out. All right. And again, I have these books for you if you're just working with chakra healing, if you want a workbook to help yourself. Okay, I have the affiliate links for these workbooks. I go through these workbooks a lot because we're always digging a little bit deeper into our psyche. And these are like directed. So it's not just like random journaling. There's like a purpose. There's some exercises in here. And I do believe that every time I go through this book, I learn more about the chakras. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's do this. Couple more readings for you guys. Okay, Amber. Message for you, Amber. Ocean Jasper, schedule yourself in. So, look, Amber, busy. Are we thinking about ourselves enough? And the answer is no. Okay, there is some me time that needs to happen. Me time. Think about you. When you're not good, when the leader is not good, nobody can be good. Okay, if mom or dad are sick, they can't take care of anyone else. So I think we forget about this. I think we say like, oh, I can put myself on the back burner and take care of everybody else. That's not ever going to work out, because if you crumble, who's going to be there to help you? And how are you going to help other people? Okay? You double tapped on my third eye. I love that. All right, Trish. Here is a card for you, Trish. Yeah, guys, just double tap on my third eye. That's great. Here you go. Ready? Double tap. Okay, Trish, message for you. Iolate. It's time for you to shift your money mindset. Okay? Okay. There's this idea of like, you're like, okay, I get it. Like, we got to have money work for me, but how do I have money work for me if I don't have the money? That's a great question. There's this idea of you really starting some passive income ideas that were projects. Now, what I have to say is I don't actually think that these are all going to be super beneficial in the long run. Do I think they're going to accumulate some money over time? Yes. But what I feel like is it's going to give you that idea that money is coming from nowhere so that you can take that money and make more money with it. Whether you're like, oh, well, I have an extra $200 in this app, so let me just take that $200 and let's just put it into crypto and see if I can make more money with it. Because you have this idea that this money didn't come from the hard work that you put in. So it's easier for you to let go of it without an emotional attachment. Okay? So that is what I feel like how you can get around that emotional attachment of like having money and then using it to make more money versus feeling like you're just giving your money away because you don't know how it's going to come out. Okay? Your two cousins want to start a small business. Okay. All right. Then there's definitely some there's some ideas about maybe working less time and making more money. Okay. Because we all know that people will sit and they'll tell you they work the 9 to 5 and work to the grind. Okay. And that's not really the way that our life's supposed to be. Like, even today, I look on TikTok and I see all of these content creators and they're all like, I traded my 9 to 5 job for a 24-hour job. Okay, they're making money, they're working with brands, but they're working around the clock 24 hours a day. Is that what I had my idea on? No. I'm creating and I don't care who knows this, okay? I work Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I have family time on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and if I have any extra crafts or if I want to be creative or do something just for the hell of it, I do it on those days. So I've decided that I'm only going to work 3 days. I do not want to be that content creator that has 1,000 deals just because of the money. Like, I've worked really hard to minimalize my life so that I don't have to work a lot. I've gotten rid of most of every single bill and credit card that we have. And I've created a lot of passive income streams so that I can spend time with my family and still make money. Do I make money doing this on a regular basis? Yeah, but honestly, it's the effort that I put into it. It's not like I can sit back and just people come to me. I have to make myself known. I have to be present. I have to, I feel like part of my goal is to teach you something, to have you get something out of our experience together. And that's really kind of where I'm coming from, I guess, in this journey. And I just want to let you guys know that it doesn't have to be trading your 9 to 5 for 24/7. That is a limited belief now. That is a new limited belief. Okay? You do not have to. You can make the same amount of money in 3 days. Okay? I'll tell myself that so I only work 3 days a week. And then I can just chat with friends in DMs and I can come up with new projects and I can make extra content on the weekends. But as far as being live and readings and, doing the work portion of it, I only want 3 days a week. And I feel like that's fine. I don't have to be like everyone else. Right? And I hope you guys don't have to work a lot either. I mean, if there's 7 days in a week, why do we work most of them and spend family with the least of them? I think it's the opposite. I think we grew up thinking the opposite, guys. We should have only been working Saturday and Sunday, and we should have been having Monday through Friday off. Okay. Jamie, message for Jamie. I'm only going to be on here for 5 more minutes, guys. Jamie, get up and get moving. I got for you as well. So, this is more of a project. I'm getting the word project. I'm getting like, okay, it's time to go. It's time to go. Like there were some things you've been thinking about maybe the end of January. I feel like maybe some projects you were thinking of starting, but you didn't start them. And that was good. The timing was good. You weren't supposed to start them, but now is time. You pretty much work 6 days a week. That is no life. That is no life. I hope, I want to create a life where like we are financially stable, but I don't want to sacrifice my family to do that, So I hope that you can come up with something and you can see something in your future to where a majority of the time you are relaxing and that money is just coming in naturally for us because money works for us. Remember that. Okay. What are you saying? I'm now broke. Now I'm broke. You can do this. Let's come up with some passive income projects. Let's start selling our arts and crafts. Go to shows, get yourself out there, and it doesn't have to be a forever thing. I sold my artwork for a short time. I sold crystals for a short time. I did shows live tarot for a short time. Now I'm doing it online. Like there's just so many. I made rings and jewelry for a short time. Just do what you got to do. All right, Stephanie. I see you, Stephanie. How are you? Message for you. Wow, shift your money mindset too. Guys, this is a big, there's a lot of you. I'm just going to say this. This seems to be a theme right now. And I feel like a lot of you are more lucky right now. The energy is great, more than you've thought in the past. Like we've been in some nasty ass retrogrades, but right now the energy is good. So if some of you are thinking about learning about crypto, getting your money into online crypto projects and figuring out new ways to have your money make money for you or have your money work for you, I think that now is a great time for that. Okay. And I feel like now is a great time to set those stepping stones that you're going to reap the rewards later on in life. It is good energy right now to do this, guys. Okay. How do I feel about drinking alkaline water? I think that water is not treated equally. Water, guys, do your research on your water. Water is not treated equally. Okay. You can get some good vitamins and minerals from water, and then some water, there's nothing in it. Just water. Hydration, maybe, yeah. But I know, and some people don't have a choice. Some people don't have a choice. Some people don't even have clean water. And I get that. All right. Maureen. Here we go. Last one. Maureen. You are the 12th house. This is the house of spirituality. This is the house of healing, shaman. Did you know that you were a healer? Did you know that you had abilities? All right. Yes. This 12th house is about service for the sake of service, for the sake of healing. Okay. Yes. Is alkaline living water? Yeah, it basically is like has more microorganisms, and you know what? There's a documentary on Netflix. Is it the one? I can't even think of his name. Zac Efron is in this documentary, and he goes all over the world and he looks at natural things like sulfur ponds or like heated sulfur ponds and stuff like that for natural healing. And he talks about, there's one about water. There's one episode, and he talks about like how there are different types of waters and how they taste different. Some might taste slimier that are better for you, like that. And it really can give you an insight to like drinking water. You know which TV show I'm talking about? Good. I don't know what it's called, but I know he also has an episode where he goes to like Costa Rica, and he talks about like living in Costa Rica and stuff like that. So it's all on there. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here with me today. We have come to our time. My name is Katie Maike. I am your psychic medium intuitive life coach. And you can ask me questions about your career, about your life path. If you're interested in your north node, south node, you can ask about that. Please, the north and south node is your destiny, your true life purpose, what you're meant to do here on this earth. And I'll need your birthday, time, and place for that. I do connect to animals. I connect to either spirit animals or past pets, like past loved ones. If you would like to speak to a pet who has passed away at the Rainbow Bridge on the other side, then please put a picture in there so I can connect to him that way. I love connecting with you guys on a daily basis, and that's kind of why I created this talk show, The Meta Movement, where I want to talk and educate you guys about anything and everything metaphysical, because I do believe that we have more control over our health than we are made to think. And if you are looking into getting into anything metaphysical, whether you are looking at Reiki, you're looking at energy healing, tarot cards, oh my gosh, there's just so telekinesis, Akashic records, past lives, like what do those all mean? Check this book out, okay? And this is 9 psychics. I am the 9th psychic in here, and it also gives you perspectives of 9 different psychics, them growing up, coming into their abilities. Some like their abilities, some don't, what they do with them. So it really will give you an idea of the different types of healers. There's no 2 psychics that are the same, guys. There's no idea of what a psychic can be, what they can do. The possibilities are endless. So let's see. You booked a reading, but you didn't give me your birthday. That's okay. Go, if you are looking for a North Node reading or your destiny, just send me a message on Instagram, Katie Maike Psychic. Send me a message on Instagram or here on TikTok and say, I booked a reading. This is my name. This is my birthday, time, and place. Okay? What's it mean when I dream that my mom is alive repeatedly, but she passed almost 3 years ago? So I do feel like sometimes we are brought back to moments in our life where we didn't see something. We didn't recognize it. We didn't really know what was going on. Maybe we were a child. Maybe we weren't thinking about it or looking for it, or Let's say someone said something to us and it kind of created this negative complex in our life, like we internalized that thought. Now, as adults, we go back and we reanalyze that situation, and then we realize that it wasn't our trauma. Like, we weren't the bad person in that situation. We might have internalized it because we were a child, but in that moment, we have to see that that adult or that parent had trauma. And how do we know that that adult, that, you know, here we are a child and we're looking up at our parent, how do we know they had trauma? Because they're placing it on us. They're saying it to us. Their behavior towards us, that is literally them showing us their trauma on a silver platter, okay? If your father was so controlling that you couldn't do anything right, chances are your father has trauma from someone trying to control him. And the only thing that he learned to do when he was older is the only thing that he could control was his own children, because he couldn't control anybody else. All right. So there is a lot of trauma that gets stuck into our past, into our lives. And going through and clearing that and seeing it through your chakras or visualizing your chakras, it can really help you to feel better, feel healthier, be less anxious or less depressed or less sluggish. Okay. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. And if you would like a personalized reading, all you have to do is click the link in my bio. If you are purchasing a reading through Hey Hero, you can use the code LOVE10 for the entire month of February. But I'm going to be putting my link back up to my snip feed so you can get all of the amazing decks and books and items that were here on today's show to help you guys with your chakras. So mediumship readings, medical readings, fertility, any relationship advice, career, finances, energy readings for yourself, clarity on your own mind, your own energy. You can book that right now, okay? All you have to do is head to that link and I'll be waiting for you guys, okay? Thank you so much, guys. It was my pleasure. I love connecting with you, and I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Tomorrow's show, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, just like today. All right? Bye, guys. Thank you.